Hi and welcome to another session about material nodes for Cycles Render. Today I'm going to show you how to make a rainbow, some texture on the mountains and some sky just using the material nodes. So let's go. If you have used my tutorials before, you know that I use the winter forest, so just download it if you don't have it and set that as the word background so you get the light and reflection and so on. Okay, let's delete this box and add a plane. Shift plane, go to edit mode using tab and scale this by 10, so SX10. Then we have to divide it with some loop cut and slide, so Control R and 31 will be good. And select everything, pressing A. And now we will rotate this, and we will rotate negative. This will be the shape for the rainbow later on, and the reason why we're going negative rotation in this case is just so we don't get the rainbow upside down. So just follow along. So rotate RX minus 90 degrees. And tab, so we get out to edit mode, and now we should have a circle that we can use for the modifier later on. So Shift A, curve, circle. Go into tab again, scale it up, so S15, and a rotation on this one as well, so RX minus 90 degrees, and tab to go out. Select the plane, and we can rename it, call it a rainbow, and now we add a modifier to it. So select the modifier, and in this case it will be the curve modifier. So select the curve, the object will be the Bezier circle, and the rainbow is now finished when it comes to the shape. Now we need some mountains as well, so Shift A again, mesh a plane, tab to edit mode, and scale it up, S20, so we get 20 times. Since we will build mountains here, we have to subdivide it. So press subdivide, go down, and number of cuts will be 100. That's a lot, I know, but it's easier this way. Then press A to deselect everything, and numpad 7 to go to the top. And from the top view we will start building the base for the two mountains. So press the face, so you have that one, and then C, and then you just paint a mountain on the one side of the rainbow and another mountain on the other side of the rainbow. So we have now two bases. Press escape and go up a little bit so you can see what you're doing. And now we will enable proportional editing, and we also select random. Now we will just grab and use set and have some scale as well. Go up just a little bit like this, and after that just press C again and hold the middle mouse button down and take away a little bit from the edges. So, and do the same here. Escape and grab set a little bit You can decide for how much you would like to have it. Like, something like that. And do it again. C, middle mouse button, take away something. Do it on the both sides. Press escape and G set to go up a little bit. And a few times more. C, take away, escape, G set. And in the final, just select some random in the top and select some random in the top. And G set again. Something like that. Okay, and we will take this rainbow and make it a little bit bigger, I think. So we press tab and we can make view, global, local, and scale x 0.5. View, global, local again, and go down a little bit by selecting both the curve and the plane and G set. Okay, something like that. And we now need a background as well, so we need to build a sky. So Shift A, add a plane, scale by 20, R, X 90 degrees, so we have it like this, and apply rotation and scale and go back a little bit, G, Y, something like that. Okay, now we have the base for everything here. We can call this mountains. Oops, see that I have used the caps lock, so we change that one to mountains, like that. Okay, and we will have a sky, so we put this one as a sky. And after that, it's time to use our nodes. So we start by building a new window, go to the node editor, and as a rendered, you can see that, right now it's just everything is white. But we can keep it here if we can and select the mountains. So select mountains, select material, press new, and now we have our diffuse and material output. And what we will do from the first is to make some green here, some brown, and some snow at the top, and I will show you how. So start with an input, texture coordinate, and next thing we will use is a converter that is separate XYZ. And using this separator means that we can take one direction and we will use the height, so we will use that to change the color later on. So we connect the generator and the separator, and to this we take another converter called ColorRamp. And with the ColorRamp you can decide a lot of what type of colors you want inside a range. So if we now connect the set to FSC and color to color, you can see that it's black in the bottom and it's white at the top. And if I change, it go up and it will go down. So, as I said, we perhaps want some green here, so I just put it as green. We add additional one in the middle, and that one could be slightly brown, something like that, and perhaps a little bit darker. And right now you have a mountain with some brown, some white and some green on top. Then we should make the rainbow, and we can do almost exactly the same. So first of all, rename it so we know that this is about the mountains. Then we go to the rainbow. You can see it here, and it says rainbow here, or you can select it here. But instead of pressing new, we now select the mountains. And you can see it's kind of a rainbow, but the wrong colors. So we just press plus, get the mountains 0.001, and change the name on it. Call this one rainbow. Then you know what type of material it is. And I think you can guess what we're going to do now. We are just going to change the colors. And the colors of rainbow, it's just to follow this circle here. So we just start with like purple and move this a little bit and move it up. Looks like we didn't get that one, so we try it again. Something like this. And add another one. I think it would be easier if we just add a few directly and then sort them out, so to say. So just spread them a little bit like this. Okay, let's see. That one like that, and this one could be here somewhere. This will be the blue one. This will be some, yeah, about here. That will be green. That will be yellow. This will be orange. And I think we should have red as well. So if I go in here and another one. We put red on that and orange on this one. Okay, something like this. And it looks like a rainbow, but the rainbow have the purple at the bottom. But it's very easy to change. Just select those two arrows and now it changed. Fine, we have the rainbow. So let's do the sky. Select the sky and just select rainbow because we are still working with the same type of node. Press plus and name it sky. We don't need all these here, so we can take some of those away. Something like that. And, well, have some blue, some a bit less blue, some perhaps some reddish color here, and some white. Like this. Then you can change these a little bit to decide how much you would like to have visible when it comes to the blue and the white and so on. So now you have everything on place, and it's just to make it look a little bit better. So we are going to do small changes now, but this is the base of it. So everything is working with the separate to work with the height and the color ramp to set the colors. Okay, now what can we do? We start all over again with the mountain. So click about the mountain, and you now have the nodes for the mountain. We can do one thing here. Instead of having these exactly the same, we can now change this to normal. And by changing it to normal, we get quite another look, because now we're using the direction of the reflection to tell us what type of color we should use. So now it looks like it's snowing on the mountain, and yeah, it's rather nice. We will add some subdividers later on, but we do not use that right now because it will take more time for the machine to render, so we wait with that one. So now we have a different type here. Looks okay, and we can combine this normal with the generated, and by that get more snow at the top and less at the bottom. That is very easy to do, because all we have to do is take these three and copy them, and shift the generated from normal to generated here, and just mix them together. So shift A, color, and a mix. So like that. Now we have most white at the top, most green at the bottom, but snow everywhere. So by combining these, you can easily change, and of course you can go and change as you want to, but it's okay in the middle, I believe. So there we have it. Now over to the rainbow. So click on rainbow. You can see it's the rainbow, and what we should do here is to make it look more like a real rainbow. We do that by, first of all, change the diffuse. So take the diffuse away, shift A, and instead we use light. So shader and some, see if we have it, emission. And we put the emission here, and now it's really glowing. And you will perhaps say, oh, that doesn't look so real. Ah, you're right, but we will change that one. If you look at the real rainbow, it's fading off in the edges, so it's almost invisible here, and it's almost invisible here. So what should we do to make these things? It's very simple. We use the same filter and a ColorRamp, where we tell the ColorRamp to make it invisible in some heights and visible in other heights. And then we add transparent and just connect them. So let's do it. Shift A, shader, transparent. Shift A, mix shader, so we have both of them like this. Now you can see it's a little bit transparent, and we add a ColorRamp. So converter, ColorRamp, with just 3 arrows where we put we just change these two. So we put white in the middle, black in the middle, and white in the corners. This is gray, so I will change that to completely white. And we connect with the same separate, so we can get the height. I see. And then that color to transparent. And then we can change this one to like ease or something like that. So then we have done what we need, and now we can play a little bit with these things to decide how it should look. So and I see now that I have connected that one wrong. It is not to the color. The color is white and should be transparent, but it's how much emission we need and how much transparent we need. So it's in the FSC, which means that we should connect that with that one. Since it's black and white, we don't need any converter. We can just put color to the FSC, and now you see it's fading out and in the sides. And if you want more, you just drag those out. So now we have something with almost similar as in the real life. You can in the middle decide if you want some more on the top or some more on the bottom. It's up to you to decide how you would like to have it. And you can decide if you want a really high or a little bit lower resolution on the emission, but I think, or strength, but I think one will be quite enough. Okay, and finally we fix the sky a little bit. Now we should change the sky as well. So in here we now just need to make some arrangement with another texture. So we put texture and noise texture, and by putting noise texture in here we could mix the set value with the noise texture value, and it will not be as smooth as it is today. So we just mix them together by selecting Shift and Color and Mix RGB. When we put that one and that one together, and suddenly you get a fine looking sky. And if you want more of the blue in the bottom, you can just change it, but it looks horrible, I think. So we just go back again, but you can change like ease to get it more smooth. And if you want it even smoother, you can have a B-spline like this. And that's all we have to do. Now we have a good looking sky as well. We can of course change the reflection a little bit if we want to. We could go back to the rainbow a little. I think it's a little bit too less of the red one here, so I will change these a little bit so we can see the red as well, because I normally think that you do that when you see it in the real life. So we just change it. Okay, now you have all the colors, even red as well on this one. And the only thing left to do is put subdivision surface on the mountains. So select the mountains, modifier, add modifier, subdivision surface, perhaps twice, and no, one is enough, I think. So you can put smooth there instead. And you are finished.